All right, hey everyone, it's Clint. Um, I know it's been a long time since I posted a video, and it is what it is. But I'm doing an unboxing here, and I believe this is Billy Tucci's She number three, Return of the Warrior. Is that what it's called? Uh, we'll go through this because this is one that I have read. I'm all caught up on it, so I'm actually really excited to read the third one. And I have some thoughts on that. But before we do, I got another package today too that I think's worth showing. Um, so I went to the convention, Plastic City Comic Con, that was held, July. And as part of that, I had a box of books that I didn't want to bring on the airplane with me, and so I had Keith Gleason ship them to me, and I was gonna send him money. And it was one of those things I kept putting it off. So I finally sent him the shipping label, and he shipped it to me, and it made me realize, wow, this is great. I forgot that I had some of this stuff in here, and and I think I know that there are people waiting for me to ship them things, like not that they paid for them and I was shipping them, but it's like, oh yeah, I have a list of people, short list of people I'm gonna send. I promised to send some comps to, or this, that, or the other, and I keep putting it off, and I need to just do it because it's really great to get this stuff. Anyway, that was a long explanation. It came out on a Wednesday. Zero. This is the Frankie B. Washington cover. I told him to do a Kaiju Tiny Tim. So there you go. Really cool. You got the monster up there in the top corner. Can't Kill Cade. These are all signed. Got them in person. I think this might be my second version copy. So, because I know I got this one before, but it's great to have it again. And I didn't have it signed, so there you go. Can't Kill Cade 1, 2, 3's on the campaign right now. Void Walker, another one, fantastic. 3, you can tell I had spent some time with Spencer, which is fantastic. Um, this was mine. I'm gonna sell this. There's gonna be a campaign coming up soon, just a small one. Maybe some goods you can get on it, but I'm gonna make some of these things available. Some signed books that I have written that maybe you haven't had an opportunity to get. Another one from Spencer, little thing, but his corner box on this is so. I just love how he did the corner box. Return to Camp Rainbow, signed. Look at this, Ed Gein, Demon Hunter. Pretty excited to read this because I kind of like the interesting take of making a serial killer really the good guy. He's misunderstood. He didn't know what was going on. City of Rot, great to have this as well. Again, same great corner box. Really like stuff that Spencer's doing. Good dude. All right. So I cut this open, but I haven't actually opened it. We're getting to it, and it is indeed she. A bunch of goodies in here. Oh, that's interesting. Bubble wrapper with self-adhesive bag. I like that because I'm ending up liking bubble wrap more and more. Having a bag that's bubble wrap, that seems pretty great. All right, we'll get to the extras first, which is here, bagged and boarded. Billy always sends out lots of great extras. We have a She sticker, similar to other designs he's done with, that are just die cut She full body character. Pretty cool sticker. We've got trading cards again. He always does a fantastic job on those. That looks great. And they all look fantastic. I believe this is Kenneth Rocaford right there. So good. Down to the details of this, I don't know, samurai head at the bottom. I love that Kenneth Rocaford always adds things to his drawings that, and maybe I think it's the cover I got too. So we'll talk about, yeah, it is. So we'll talk about that more in a little bit here. There's some motion for you. Bookmark, very cool. Indiegogo and Kickstarter. Good stuff. Here's a print here. Great action scene. She's a fun book because it's yes, it's a crowdfunded book. It's been coming out at such a good pace that I've been enjoying like reading along with it. Like, I remember what happened in the last one. And it's not like these are breakneck speed. It's not like you're getting these books out monthly, but they're fast enough that you feel like you can follow the story. I think I feel like Billy has figured out the format because it's not a super thick book. It's like, I mean, it's not a floppy either. You're getting, it's what you would want, I guess, out of a crowdfunded book. 25, I think 20 actually charges a little bit less, or he has on other campaigns. But being able to read along with it and not feel like you're starting over every time has been really enjoyable. So I'm not sure if this is the last one, if it's just a trilogy or what else he has going on, but if he does more, I'm gonna keep getting him. And partially too because I respect Billy. He's a good guy. So really cool signature up there on the top. This is the Kenneth Rocafort cover. Again, something I love about Kenneth Rocafort is that he always adds little details. Like you commission him to do a cover. Not that I ever have. I'd love to though, but he's gonna add something. He'll add some kind of a detail like this samurai head at the bottom. Does that have anything to do with the story? I don't know. It doesn't. Maybe it will, but I know that Kenneth Rocafort just adds things that make the one piece a story in and of itself. So I love that about his covers. And I love Billy Tucci's artwork as well. I just couldn't pass up. Oh, this cover is so cool. So there you go. And kind of, I don't want to spoil anything for you or for me because I'm going to read this, but he always does a good job. So, but what I wanted to get into is actually, as we're kind of looking at some of this stuff that you get, is exactly that, the release schedule, or how often you're starting a new thing. And i'm I'm a firm believer in the fact that Marvel and DC have, at least in the past, and I think Marvel is now especially, they've flooded the shelves with books. They put out too many books, and that's how they solve for the problem of not making enough money in comics. They're just going to inundate you with books. Unfortunately, what I see in crowdfunding is that there are just so many independent creators that it's getting more and more difficult to stand out. So what I'd actually like to do, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is not put out so many different titles. Like have the one title that you putting everything into. If you're putting it into She, heck yeah, like that's awesome. Do She and keep giving us more story, which when it comes to She, as opposed to skipping around and doing one shots of everything here and there. Now I know I'm not like some kind of authority on this because I've spread out a little bit, but I do think just as a reader, I'm much more likely to read She number 3 because I read 1 and 2, or if I was brand new to the series, I'm much more likely to read it because I know I have 1, 2, and 3 to look forward to, than I am a book that's just a one-off first book and you don't know where it's going to go from there or if it's going to go anywhere. Maybe that's just me, but I think it's becoming more important for me. Like I don't want to read one shots. I want to like be involved in a universe, and it's something I can look forward to and sort of follow, and it just becomes something bigger. That's exciting to me. So obviously, I want to do that with everything that I do. I'm not putting one shots down. I even showed, I did this little story here, and I've been hired here and there to write short stories. Those are good for you as a writer. They're fun to read, and if you can make them, great. That's fantastic. But I think as far as me crowdfunding, I love this. I love this when you continue a series, even if it's a year apart per book. A year apart is actually not so. Excuse me. It's not so bad. I can totally get into that. So I'm really excited to read this because I read the first two. I enjoyed them. And I'll tell you, the first one I enjoyed, but it was kind of like, okay, I don't know where this is going. Read the second one, and now I'm I'm hooked basically. I know when you're making these comics, it feels like you've put all this time and effort into just making the one book, those first 48 pages or roughly speaking. But as a reader, it takes some time to figure out if it's actually a book you like and you want to continue reading. Talked to someone at the comic book shop and asked him how many issues do you read before you decide if you like it or not, and he said four. Like usually around issue four, he'll know if he wants to continue it and keep reading it or if he's gonna quit getting it. Um, so what does that translate to in these? I actually think two, because these are about double sized, 48 pages. So two of them you're gonna tell if it's a series that you're on board for. I don't know, just some of my thoughts. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be streaming sometime soonish. I'm actually going to be leaving for a convention. If you're watching this far into the video, I might post some videos from the convention. It's going to be the Magic the Gathering 30th anniversary convention. I know this is a comic book channel, but I had the opportunity to go, and I know it's been a really hot topic in sort of the Magic the Gathering community. So I'll probably post some videos from that as well, just because I think it might be interesting to you. But yeah, we'll be back on comics pretty soon. Got some new T-shirts coming. I'll show some stuff off as well. I have lots of stuff actually. I'm really excited. Fatal's been like we're in the final stretch. I'm really excited about Fatal. So many good things coming. But fewer videos. So I actually just got tired of making videos. That's all it comes down to. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. See you this weekend.